after the pandemic.
Prices have been going up right in front of my eyes. So I don't know. I will probably wait for another, 6 months to a year and then make the call.
Like if I ever were to want to own a home, it's kind of unattainable.
And a new survey shows that housing...
we have decent jobs, but we don't see ourselves buying a house for that amount of money.
Yeah, of course. Affordable housing measure was pulled from November's ballot. This comes just as the median home price in San Jose reaches $2 million, a first in the country. KTV South Bay reporter LaMonica Peters live in San Jose tonight with more on the turbulent housing market. LaMonica.
Christina, just this week, the National Association of Realtors reported that San Jose's median home prices reached $2 million. Some buyers say they're frustrated, and local housing advocates say now is the time to get things going for affordable housing.
You might have to settle down with something that's something you'd quite like, but that's what you could afford.
Some home buyers in the Bay Area say now it's even more challenging to buy a house as interest rates and home prices continue to rise. Girish Nagasandra says he wants to buy a home, but he thought prices would come down in the Bay Area, especially after the pandemic.
Prices have been going up right in front of my eyes. So I don't know. I will probably wait for another, 6 months to a year and then make the call.
This week, the National Association of Realtors reported the median home price in San Jose is now, for the first time, more than $2 million. Longtime Bay Area real estate agent Yogi Sharma says high-paying tech jobs in Silicon Valley play a big role in home prices.
There are some areas in San Jose which are more expensive than Los Angeles or San Francisco. All right, because San Jose is a big city, right? There are multiple zip codes, and it is a Silicon Valley. It's right there in the middle of everything.
Deepa Kursaja says she bought her primary home in the Bay Area 2 years ago, and says your first home doesn't need to be your dream home.
Start small, look for maybe a smaller space, a townhouse, maybe a condo that you can afford.
But local housing advocates say most people still can't afford to buy.
Yeah, I agree with these people. I feel like the housing crisis is going to get worse. And the main issue here is not the home prices per se. I feel like, okay, with this report, we are confirming that it's not only Redfin, it's not only Zillow, it's not only the National Association of Realtors, it's everywhere. They're saying that the average home in California, and particularly in San Jose, has just reached a whole new record. And the scary part about it is that this home prices will become the new standard, the new normal. It just opens a new path for new standards all across the US, because if these cities are reaching a new high, then the others will reach a new high too. So shortly, the 1 million home, which is more like an average now for Californians, it will become a 2 million very soon. And so then the prices will just never stop increasing. And the funny part is that they claim that these homes are, rising, skyrocketing in prices according to the salaries, because a lot of them work in tech, but I feel it still doesn't justify that only because of them they set a new standard for the US national average people. Not all of us work in tech, some people are doctors, some people are teachers, some of them are waitress, some of them we don't work in the same field. So I feel it's kind of unfair saying that because of this they're rising. I think that's just a way of justifying the new prices, because they need to justify it somehow. But it's pretty scary what's really going on here.
Trying to decide whether to rent or to buy. That decision here in the Bay Area and other major cities across the country is fast becoming a no-brainer. Our business and tech reporter Scott Budman joins us in the newsroom to explain. Scott.
Well, hey, Janelle, a new survey shows in just about every large American city, it is less expensive per month to rent than to buy. And that's not a big surprise, but nowhere is that gap bigger than here in the Bay Area, where many young people tell us they're being priced out of home ownership. Ask young people in the Bay Area about home ownership, and they'll likely tell you it's a pipe dream.
That does seem a bit intimidating. I just feel like if I ever were to want to own a home, it's kind of unattainable.
And a new survey shows that housing prices, along with high mortgage rates, have priced many people out.
So the math has changed for Americans contemplating whether to rent or buy.
Check it out. Bankrate says it's nearly 200% more expensive to pay a mortgage in San Francisco than to pay monthly rent. 186% higher in San Jose, 120% in Seattle, another tech hotspot.
There's a lot of demand because it's a tech hub, and especially with the hype around AI, we've been seeing a lot of demand increase in the San Francisco area, and that in turn has increased home prices.
Housing inventory has also trailed new apartments, leaving many young people, according to rent tracker Zumper, with little choice.
61% of renters reported that they think the new American dream is being untethered to home ownership. So I think the reality is a lot of people are, not buying into, the American dream having to solely own a home.
In fact, Bankrate says while home prices here and in most big cities have risen sharply over the last couple of decades, rents have moved up more slowly. There are more apartments, and they're not subject to intimidating down payments or spikes in mortgage rates.
I kind of live okay, but that's because I live with my parents in San Jose. All right, guys. So we have seen so many new trends with this video that I will for sure like to comment. Okay, the first thing is that definitely you need 6 figures in order to survive with today's economy, especially if you're living by yourself in an apartment like in the old times. That's just unattainable now. But I mean, if you earn 6 figures, then you might afford a comfortable lifestyle by yourself. Number one. Number two, they mentioned the fact that Irvine, it's becoming in California one of the most expensive places to live besides San Jose. Yeah, I think I agree. I think Orange County has become very expensive, especially after the pandemic. And then number 3, the new trend is that there's a lot of people just living with their parents, especially now with the new generation, because they just are not able to afford an apartment by themselves. Not everybody has the luxury to, earn just 6 figures like everybody, anybody would need. And then I just feel like unfortunately, just salaries need to compensate the right amount to people so that they can afford the cost of living, but that's just not what's happening right now. So people are just, definitely looking for desperate measures in order to keep afloat and to survive. So we're just gonna see what happens next with time.
We know it. It is getting even more difficult to afford a home in an even bigger portion of the Bay Area. We're talking nosebleed prices across much of the region. We want to bring our business and tech reporter Scott Budman, who took a look at the prices at several Bay Area cities today. You always come here with bad news, I have to say. When you talk prices, you come with your bad news.
Well, we are talking prices in a wide range of cities today, Jessica, and prices are continuing to climb as our tech economy stays strong. Almost 36 cities in the Bay Area alone now where the average home price tops $2 million. The Trio family has been looking to buy a home, but keeps running into sky-high costs.
I mean, right now renting is the only viable thing right now.
And those high costs are spreading. There are now, according to Zillow, 33 Bay Area cities where the typical home value tops $2 million. Even with more homes coming on the market, inventory is still fairly low here, keeping prices sky high.
Our Bay Area as a whole being such a tech hub, there are a lot of jobs that are available spread out across the Bay Area that is then spreading out the population of people with the funds to be able to live here.
So places like Los Gatos, home of Netflix, Monte Sereno, Cupertino, where Apple is headquartered, and Mountain View, all increasingly out of reach for many buyers, some of the many cities where tech wealth dominates.
I feel like, we have decent jobs, but we don't see ourselves buying a house for that amount of money.
Yeah, of course. Okay, I'm going to try to stump you. Is there any place that's affordable in the Bay Area still?
Here's the problem. It's the other statistic that Zillow came out with today over the 9-county Bay Area, Jessica. So all of the Bay Area, the average is rapidly approaching $1.5 million. Because if you think about it, people with tech wealth that may not be able to afford Atherton or Los Gatos are still going to places where they can put a lot down for a down payment. And so you get just the overall Bay Area average right now with low inventory, still very, very high prices.
I mean, are we ever going to get to a point where it's no one that just makes a regular amount of money is going to be able to live here?
People have asked that in the past as houses not this expensive but have got expensive, and there have been many downturns in the housing market. Our economy goes in cycles. It's likely that at some point, I don't know when, housing prices will drop as perhaps the NASDAQ dropped. Really,
so
tech prices.
So we have to wait for kind of like a
guys, I can tell you that my perception is that the main problem here is that salaries are not enough to compensate the cost of a $2 million home. Okay, let's just be honest. Usually corporations, they don't pay well enough. We all know that. And so the average person cannot afford a home, not even a 1 million home, a 2 million home. That's luxury for, just a lot of us. So I feel like we need to do something about it. The system needs to change or something. But this just can't be the new normal. And some people might say, oh yeah, but the homes are increasing, particularly in San Jose, because there's a lot of people working in tech. But I feel like still, if you're working in tech, not all of them are billionaires or trillionaires. It's just becoming unaffordable for everybody. A household in San Jose, California is needing $400,000 in order to afford a home in San Jose, making it the most expensive metro area to afford for a home price in the whole 50 states of the U.S. So this time I really did my homework and I researched some homes on Zillow that are located in San Jose. And some of the homes that I'm about to present you guys really have features that for me they are kind of laughable because let's take a look at the first one. So this home, it's listed for $749,000. Well, $749,888, right? It is a 2-bed, 1-bath home. This one, it was built in 1939, and then it has a 4,462 square. And then also, apparently, reading the description, you will see is listed as charming downtown San Jose home, perfect for first-time home buyers, right? And then if you take a look at the pictures, you'll see that, okay, to start, you see a small garden on the front, and then if you get inside, you will see that basically it has no upgrades at all. It has a carpet, right? But the carpet doesn't look very upgraded. The kitchen cabinets as well. If you take a look at the fridge, it looks kind of old. Same with the oven. Same with the stove. Painting, it definitely looks it needs some painting to get done. And then the carpet, if you see the back side of the home, it looks like it might have some sort of space there, like if you have children maybe to play, but it just looks like it's like a home that will be built on the back side of a parking lot. I mean, no hate on the owner, guys, but I just feel like for this price, you will get a decent piece of lot in any other state or even within California too. There are still some places where for basically $750K you can get a very decent piece of land with more upgrades, with a very decent fridge, more like updated painted walls or floors, definitely much better condition and probably in a better neighborhood. So so it's time for option number 3. This option number 3 is a 1 million home. It's actually $1,350,000. And what do you get for this amount? So basically what you get, it's a 3-bedroom 2-bath home that was built in 1958. Okay, yeah, you're hearing well, a 1958. And if you take a close look at the pictures, it doesn't give you many information about this home, but if you take a close look at the pictures that they posted, you will see that the entrance might need some repairments. Okay, it definitely needs a new painting. It definitely needs it needs a lot of improvements. I see the garden, it looks a little abandoned. Probably the roof too might need some repairments. And then it doesn't offer very much, I'll be honest with you guys. I will be expecting something a little more a little more acceptable for what you're paying for, even though if the home looks like it's close to the freeway. I'll be honest with you guys, it just looks like, like I don't know, like a homeless encampment or something. I just feel like it looks like a $1 million home for me. I don't know what you guys think. Let's take a look at the next home. So the next home is listed for almost $3 million. And then what do you get for? You get 3-bed, 2-bath home and built in 1964, guys. Just to start, 1964. It's a very, very old home. Even though it offers 6,630 square. Even if it looks like it has a very good painting, the home is very, very old. Even if it has been upgraded already, I don't care. I feel like old homes have this, tendency to need some repairments with time. And then also, for $3 million, guys, for $3 million, I would be expecting a home maybe 3 times bigger in lot size, with probably a better fence, with probably better design, and then maybe a 2-story home or a 3-story home with more features, maybe inside a very nice community, inside a very nice area, just something different. So let me guys know your thoughts, but I feel it's not worth $3 million for me. Household in San Jose, California is needing $400,000 in order to afford a home in San Jose, making it the most expensive metro area to afford for a home price in the whole 50 states of the US. So then if you like this video, just always remember to hit the like button and subscribe in order to receive more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching like always, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.